Look, we had a great finish to the year. We won 4 gold medals, 3 in sailing, 1 in the Men's Champions Trophy hockey in the last couple of weeks of 2011. So we finished 2011 in what's called the benchmark events, which are a really good indication of medal winning in the Olympics, with 15 gold medals, and that was 4th. That put Australia 4th on the gold medal tally. So that was a really positive step moving into 2012. The flip side of that was that we finished only 8th in the overall medal tally. So our goal for London this year is to finish in the top 5 in the gold medal and overall. And it was a tough year for us last year in sport. It was a tough year.
Paul Kennedy joins us on the couch as well. Paul, that's a fairly strong marker that John Coates has laid down for the Olympic team.
Yeah, well, they've been really ambitious, and you are ambitious about how you're going to achieve this. I'm interested in how the AOC works with the coaches and the athletes. They're the ones who have to train. How can you crack the whip and make sure that we are the best prepared we can be for London?
Look, and that is our mission for our Olympic team, is to be in a performance-enhancing and a performance-driven environment. So everything we do in terms of the executive and the management of the team is aimed at ensuring that the athletes and coaches have the best possible preparation and the best possible environment in which to perform. And that is providing them with the most comprehensive and experienced medical team, media team, support personnel around them. I think the positive thing going back to the medal tally is that while we only won 34 medals overall, we had 37 4th and 5th places, and that's what we need to focus on. So going back to what can we do to actually ensure that we succeed in London. Green and gold funding that Federal Sports Minister Mark Arbib put into sport in November 2010, an extra $2.5 million, is really targeting 10 sports where we finish 4th, 5th, 6th, and if we can convert those 4th and 5ths into podium finishes, we're right up there in the top 5.
What are those sports that are on the threshold that you hope to get?
Well, it's over a variety of sports, but things like rowing, cycling, sailing, where we do well, but also focusing on those people who are just outside at the moment, and a little bit of help, a little bit of support, be that they don't have to work 30 hours a week, they only have to work 10 hours a week, whatever it may be, that little bit of support in this last 6 months to get them over the line.
Because that's one of the big concerns, isn't it, that there's fewer and fewer sports that we're meddling in.
Well, that was the thing. In Sydney, we won 58 medals overall and obviously finished 5th in the overall medal tally. And that was over a spread of 20 sport disciplines. Last year, we won medals in only 9 sport disciplines, and that was a real concern as well.
And Kitty, is it safe to say that we're going to look to our cyclists this year, even more than our swimmers? I mean, our swimmers are usually the big winners.
Cyclists certainly topped the pool last year. 6 gold medals at their World Championship. Anna Meares winning 3 gold medals. I mean, she's just a fantastic athlete and a fantastic ambassador, Anna Meares. The swimmers are certainly going to need to lift their game. Only 1 individual and 1 relay gold medal in Shanghai last year. Obviously, James Magnussen, a fantastic talent. 7 silver medals. They have to convert to gold. Swimming has been the mainstay of Olympic success for Australia. They've won over a third of our Olympic medals. And if they don't win 5 or 6 gold medals in the pool, we'll be struggling.
One of the big matchups in swimming, as was the case in the Delhi Games last year, was Australia versus Britain. And on a wider scale, do you see Australia fighting Britain for a spot in that elusive top 5 in the overall medal count?
Well, John Coates has always said, I think in his friendly rivalry with Sebastian Coe, the head of the 2012 organising committee, that we'll be raining on the Great Britain Parade in London 2012. And look, it's not so much to beat the Poms. Well, it is actually
yes.
to beat the Poms. Let's be honest, okay. But we know that if we beat, or if we're very close to in the medal tally Great Britain, we'll be in that top 4, top 5.
And it's not just the rivalry between the athletes this time. I sense that London really wants to trump Sydney as well. And Lloydco has visited Sydney. They're concentrating on volunteers, Paralympics, all the stuff that Sydney did really well. Do you see those similarities? You competed at Sydney.
Look, I think it will be. Sydney definitely is the benchmark of the Games so far and hasn't been surpassed. Beijing was a fantastic Games. I wasn't in Beijing, but it was almost over-prepared. Athens was certainly underprepared. London is going to be different, and look, we hope that London is better than Sydney. I mean, that's what we hope from the Olympic movement's point of view, that every Games is bigger and better than the last. Not quite as good as Sydney, but, you know, close to it. But it will be different. Just the iconic venues, Lords, Wimbledon, Wembley, Horse Guards Parade, Hyde Park, Greenwich Park, the venues are going to be amazing. I think on television, watching it with the backdrops of the venues will be
Be
incredible.
even sweeter when we beat the Poms at those venues,
Yes,
won't
indeed it
Now,
will.
there'll be a couple of hopefully fairy tale finishes. We've got some serious comebacks underway. Ian Thorpe is the name most people have on their lips.
Look, we can only hope. I just really hope for Ian's sake that he can make the team. It's not going to be easy, as we've seen. He's certainly struggling, but I don't think someone like Ian Thorpe would set himself this task unless he was fairly confident that he would be able to achieve it. So hopefully a relay finish, and if we can win that 4x100 freestyle relay in the boys again, that would be fantastic.
What about your old sport, the pentathlon?
Yes, we've got two athletes already qualified, Chloe Esposito and Ed Fernan. They qualified in May this year.
How are they
and
looking?
Chloe's a really good hope. She's only 20. She made 2 or 3 World Cup finals this year, won an international senior event in Switzerland, and we're hoping for a top 10 finish from Chloe.
And are you looking forward to the pool trials? Just going quickly back to Ian Thorpe. The pool trials are going to be a mini Olympics, aren't they? And that's we're talking what, a couple of months?
In March in South Australia at the fantastic new venue in South Australia in Adelaide, the swimming trials will be. And the exciting thing about our swimming trials is they name the team immediately. On the last night, the selectors meet straight away. They nominate their team to the Australian Olympic Committee. The Australian Olympic committee actually selects the team, and it's named on that night. So for the swimmers,
except if there's a false
protest,
start like there was.
that won't be happening.
Fingers crossed.
And Sally Pearson, there must be high hopes for her on the track.
Yeah, she's an incredible athlete, and you can just see in her eyes, the focus in her eyes and the intensity that she has. If you could sort of bank on anyone performing, I'd be putting my money on. Not that we're putting money on in this day and age of illegal betting in sport, but Sally Pearson is a fantastic athlete, and she really is a great hope.